predictability. The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Now, did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This old world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispers, kid, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a place, somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look,
The Haunted Happenings Parade, I feel like there are a lot more tourists in town, so the entertainment level and the that factor is I feel like higher. You kind of want to be a little bit more show offish during the month of October, especially being in the Haunted Happenings Parade for all those people that are visiting, where the Pride Parade, gay, I feel like is more centered around community and love, where we're not there to show our flashy costumes. We're there to give out free hugs and put a smile on someone's face, you know what I mean? Which I want to do during the Hometown Happenings Parade too, but I also want to look spooky fierce.
The parades are some of the most fun and beautiful moments that we have as a community, I think. Just celebratory. And hearing people be like, Maxine, or, Diamond, in the crowd, and little kids or people who we've met along the way. It's always so beautiful. It's I would not trade anything in the world for the experience of doing the parades and what it means to the community.
So we're setting up the float for the Alice in Wonderland theme. We have some cards here, some playing cards. We're gonna go all around the U-Haul here. Wonderful U-Haul as our floats. We just discovered this for Pride. Before we were standing in the back of trucks. Very difficult. The bumps are crazy. So now we have little U-Haul floats here. But we have some designs. We're gonna do cards all around the float, some fabric, some lights. We have some crazy lights now, actually.
I actually put Dick and Miss Michael in charge of all the parades now because but if I'm not up their butt being hey, is this done? It still doesn't get done somehow.
I like to kind of think of things in more of the abstract rather than the literal. With certain types of things. With Alice in Wonderland, I was if we're all going to be dressed like the characters from Alice in Wonderland, those characters, despite not having set designs, canonic designs for what they look like, are pretty identifiable.
I love putting together the float. It gets a little stressful, not gonna lie. There's a lot of papers you need to sign and insurances and contracts, but it was honestly a miracle that eventually we thought of U-Haul and just getting the little flatbed and hooking it on, bringing it back. I'm sure that U-Haul loves the fact that after the parade's done, there's just so many people returning the trucks. They have to know at this point that it's for the parade.
To be perfectly honest, I don't drive one. Nothing makes me angrier than having to sit in Salem traffic. It's genuinely I hate it. And then I'm in charge of the parade float, and I was why did anyone think this was a good idea for me to be in charge of that? But I mean, we got it done, right?
So we are here with Miss Adventure, an incredibly talented, super funny local legend over here. Miss Adventure is driving this crazy little Alice in Wonderland float in the parade today. this wonderful truck here.
The last experiment in masculinity.
I know. Incredible. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I do stand-up comedy in the area, focusing on queer and trans performances whenever I can. And I love helping out the Hometown Queeros with all our local activities like parades and stuff.
Yeah.
Help queer up the town. It's the first place that's felt like home for me, honestly. Like, I came to visit some friends and was just blown away by the number of pride flags and trans pride flags. So I felt like I can sign a 1-year lease anywhere. I'd give Salem a shot, but just the longer I stay here, the more roots I feel I grow, and it's just such a strong queer community that's made it feel like home.
So I am the caterpillar, and I think that like I wanted to be the caterpillar because we were like deciding on the costumes and stuff, right? So I went with the caterpillar because I thought it was like so many different things you could do with it, and I also really wanted to have the fake arms. That was like my first thought was, wouldn't it be cool if I had fake arms? So I ordered gloves that were supposed to match, but of course they didn't come in time. So I just stuffed some fake gloves with some stuffing and put it on. I also, because this is like a family-friendly event, I can't do anything that involves like, like drugs or anything. So I was like, how can I like imply I do drugs without actually doing drugs? So I dressed up as a raver. So I think it's kind of up for interpretation. Alice in Wonderland I think is great because there's so many things about it that you can just be like, this could be Alice in Wonderland. Things that are mixed matched, playing cards. And at the time I was doing my casino theme show in Beverly, so I had these giant playing cards, and I was like, that's perfect. So I think it was the type of thing that lent itself really well for like the actual float decoration.
The day before I asked, or like 3 days before, I was like, do we have decorations? They were like, decorations? So I like Amazon ordered all those big cards and like got all the lights all together, and like I said, if I'm not making sure it's happening, even though there are people in charge, it still might not happen. So I'm very glad that I'm anal as hell, because look at that beautiful float over there with cards all stuck to it that we would have just had a plain U-Haul if I didn't say something. So
Diamond's the type of person that she gets stuff done months and months in advance, which is, not the most common thing for drag people. And I think just gay people in general. We're kind of on the fly, you know what I mean? I was talking about how I feel that we work well together because we're not type A people.
Yeah.
That we're basically like, I feel like 2 days before, we're like, hey, did you do this?
Oh, yeah, I actually ended up finally reserving the trailer just a couple days ago, which Diamond would have been panicked over.
Yeah.
I procrastinate way too much. That is my biggest downfall, is that I am a master procrastinator. This time around, I will for sure be booking it a lot sooner. We even showed up and we didn't even have the hitch for the truck and stuff. I'm like, perfect, great. But luckily Miss Adventure really helped us out so much with that. But yeah, Dick and I are very go with the flow and relaxed. So I think that is, we work very well together like that. But I suppose we sometimes need someone like Diamond who's this has to get done at this time, post this. She definitely sticks to a bit of a schedule and is just always on top of everything, which is good. That's what should be, honestly. But it gets done. That's my thing. It gets done. I pull it together in the end. But I did wait too long to get that, I will say. I probably got one of the last ones, honestly. So, miracle.
We all can't expect Miss Michael to have a U-Haul sitting in her driveway for 3 weeks before the parade, We need it the morning of, whatever. I know all these hoes are out here talking mad shit. I know it.
I genuinely, despite being the person who's in charge of doing the parades, I hate parades. I hate them. I hate parades so much. I've never liked them. I'm sorry, now you know. Now you know I hate parades.
Maybe I should be in charge this year because it would be really cool. I'm saying that and I'm like the laziest person ever. Like they have to do it. I like can't be in charge of that. I like have to get ready to be on top of the float, you know.
We're about to start the parade. This is about to be the craziest. After this parade is about to be the craziest transition of our life.
Oh yeah. I don't even know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it.
It's gonna be fun.
My car keys are already in my hand.
The reason why anybody does anything that maybe they don't like, or maybe it's hard work, is because of the outcome. I genuinely love being and supporting my community. I always get emotional for the Pride parades. I get emotional for the Halloween parades because I see my community. And I see a community that recognizes us and really likes us. And it makes the process of things, no matter how hard they are, always worth it in the end.
The Off Cabot is a theater in Beverly. It is a small theater that is owned by the people who do the Cabot, which is down the street. So the Off Cabot is mainly for comedy nights, burlesque night, drag. It's a smaller, intimate crowd. And the open stage that we created is we get sponsors, so every person can do a number and get paid, and we pay people pretty, like there's usually 10, 12 performers, and we're able to pay people almost $100 each, which is really great for that big of a cast. And the goal is to create a well-rounded, diverse group of performers, singers, actors, drag performers. It doesn't have to necessarily be just drag, you know, but it is very queer. It's like a queer open stage. So here we are running to the car because we are. Oh my God. Are you serious? Get it for the show. Get it for the show. Please. So we're running late, and I was like, oh, Maxine's dad said on the phone that there's a good crowd already. I said, already? And she's like, yeah, because we're 20 minutes late. The crowd is there already. Let's freaking go. Over the Beverly Bridge right now. We are so close. We're gonna make it there by 8:30, and that's what I told them. A half hour late is fine.
In drag time, that's on time.
Yeah, they're lucky that we came the right day, truly.
I can also get away with going like 100 miles per hour because the police know me around here, so.
Well, let's not jinx that.
Yeah, let's not. Not in Beverly.
Point,
they know you in
just get
Salem.
Out of the car and leave Maxine.
Yeah, we're like, we're not with her.
She's our Uber.
This is our gay Uber driver.
This is our goober.
This is our goober.
We were like an hour behind schedule. It was terrible. Like I've never been a part of a parade like that. That was like an hour late. It was crazy. And it was 8 o'clock, and I think the show at the Off Cabot was like starting at 8 o'clock, and we were like still on the float. It was unbelievable. So we ran as fast as we could to my Jeep, which was like a walk and a mile and a half away from where we were. You know what I mean?
That is one of my favorite moments too. That's the hustle. That's the stuff that people don't see, is us trying to run from gig to place in full drag and then still go and perform and act like nothing's wrong. So yeah. Stress. This is the crazy part. I hear people. dad. Go be dad.
When Diamond just like, go be dad. Like, I knew that her and Maxine were gonna get everything set up upstairs and check in with like the management and like do all that stuff, like socialize with people before the show. And then my strength is like going down, getting the kids organized, like presenting a set list, making sure we have everyone's, you know, stage title and pronouns, and, you know, making sure everyone's music got sent, you know, last minute edits that people made to their tracks or things that weren't loading, and just getting everyone ready to go, making everyone feel seen and safe and supported, and like just being efficient about it as well, where it's, I try not to be rude, but sometimes I feel like I'm very brief with people where I'm like, hey, you, name, pronouns, what are you starting on or off stage? But yeah, when it's a show of like 30 people, you gotta like cut it short. Maxine is parking the cars. Everybody here. Who's supposed to be? I don't know. I'll go through the list.
I know I'm here.
Woo! Actually, does anyone need anything? Are there questions, comments, concerns I can immediately deal with? That night was a lot of fun for me. Like, was it stressful? Did I feel like my head was spinning in 1,000 directions? Absolutely. I don't think at any point I was having a bad time that night, though. I was sweating a lot profusely. That downstairs at the Off Cabot with like the 30 people down there, everyone was super respectful. Everyone kept to their space. But like, you're in a basement in a building that was built probably a long time ago. It was hot. And I was like directly in front of the AC, and it was just not doing it. But that was probably my only complaint of the night.
Yes. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
May I have a chair on stage that I can
Preset?
bring up?
Yeah.
It could be preset too.
Or, I mean,
because I'm gonna do like a gargoyle thing where I'm like crouching on it, but then, because I was gonna do that on the front of the stage, but then she's a short stage, so I wanted to be sure. What do we think?
I mean, let's see if we can find a chair.
Step one.
Do that. Is that stable?
Let's find out.
I just don't. Is it like wicker?
Ooh, she's wicker, yeah.
Yeah. Let me do a lap. If there's one like right next to the stage on the other side, I'll like
Yank it?
Yeah.
Cool. And if you wouldn't mind putting it so I could crouch on it this way.
Cool teacher?
Yeah.
Cool teacher stance?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
When are you up? Towards the end of the first act?
Sorry?
When are you up?
Yeah, towards the end of the first
Okay.
act. Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
I don't know how I get through things sometimes. That's crazy to think about that as a 48-hour period. Because X was so much work. It is so much work to make those things happen. And I'm in charge of all that too. And in charge of working with the Peabody Essex Museum and coordinating all that. So I am just like, go home, go to sleep, wake, it's just rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And there's a million details for X that is going through my mind to make sure that it's actually going to happen the next day. So, I don't know. I'm realizing that probably a lot of my mental health issues due to the fact that I schedule myself to like with no return. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give myself a break. But there's so much amazing things that we get to do. So it's kind of worth it at the end of the day, the sacrifice of sleep.
9, 10, 11, 12.
2 people are
That's 13 people minus the 2 that we're missing. So it was 15 people minus 2 is
So
13.
it's divided by 13.
Divided by
Okay.
13.
So 537.
537 divided by 13 is
Not bad.
4130.
And then I believe, so if we do, I'm just gonna, everybody remember 41?
Yes.
So if we do 500 divided by, what was it, 13 people?
Yeah.
Plus, what is it?
31.
31 or
41.
41.
I mean, that's $79.
for a number.
That's $79 for 13 people to do one number. That's like really good.
I'll divide.
You'll divide?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, yeah.
You are daddy, and thank you so
You
much.
are daddy. You're daddy for the show.
I must be daddy.
You must be. Well, we did it.
This was 41.
Everybody say goodbye to Peabody TV because they need to fucking go tonight.
Thank you to both the cameras. Thank you.
See you soon.
We'll see you at the next. We'll see you
so
at your show tomorrow, right?
Hell yeah.
Or no, at X tomorrow. Oh my
X
God,
tomorrow. X is tomorrow.
I can't believe that's tomorrow.
Our show.
Our show. All right. Good night.
Mwah, mwah.